Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am actually going to be doing a different style video, I guess, but hopefully it includes all of the things that I do end up talking about as much as I usually do in these videos. So planning, some homeschool, mom life, stuff like that. I just figured I would take you along with me for a day or two. I'm out of breath because I've had a cold. You could probably tell by the sound of my voice, but I figured I would take you guys along with me for a day or two or three. We'll just see how this goes and show you just the different things that are going on in my life that I'm, really wanting to just share and put out there. I know I have recently tried to join in some of the homeschool sharing here a lot because being that I taught for the last 10 years, I'm just excited to teach my son and teach homeschool and to include how I'm doing that with two littles. And I know that it's something I'm probably going to be happy to have documented a little bit of. I would always consider myself a pretty private person, and here I am sharing on YouTube. So, but as private as I am, I also really do like to learn from others. And I feel like whenever I have ever been in a situation where I'm like, what did somebody else do to get through this or to make this possible, I have been so grateful for others out there that have shared. So a lot of me is trying to do that as well in the areas that I feel good and comfortable with. I'm not saying that everything that I share is going to be at all, all the right way for everybody or even me. But we learned through all that. So I am trying this little couple days in the life maybe. I'm excited to share some of that and document some of that. So today we went through our first day of homeschool. It was really nice. We didn't expect it, but we got invited to a park play date with a group, and I was more than happy to take the kids there. It worked out because I have to be home by 12-ish to get my youngers in their naps, and then that's when I do the majority of the sit-down work with my second grader. We would usually have tried to do like math in the morning. He likes to do math first, and then language and maybe another subject during nap time in the afternoon. But we didn't have the morning time for a subject. We did have our morning time, which has worked out to be during and after breakfast at the table. We did have time to do like, I guess what many would call morning basket, but I really just have like a drawer in a cupboard that has some things. So I'm sure I'll work my way to having a morning basket of some sort. But for now, it's not necessarily like in a basket or anything. And that was really nice. It was really fun. I just made a list, and I'll show you guys in my planner in a sec. I made a list of the things that I wanted to have ready and got those ready. And we did actually get through them. I just made it a point not to rush through everything. So show you that in my planner. And so just to kind of tell you, so the morning went well. My husband did work from home in case I needed any help, which was nice because I was happy to have his help at the park while I kind of socialized with some of the other families that are doing homeschooling, and that was really nice. You just feel like you're like, I'm not alone here, okay? I'm not alone at home with the kids by myself. Other people are doing this too, and it makes me feel better and reminds me of my why. So, and we talked about that, having your why, knowing your why. So if anybody else out there is newer to the homeschool world, that was a big reminder for me today, was having the why. So we went to the park, we had lunch, we had laughs. I mean, this is the whole reason we're doing this, is to make family memories, the flexibility, and and just incorporating God in in our education too. So that's amazing in itself. So then we got home, we laid the other two down. Like I said, I had my husband to help, so I wasn't, you know, one and then the next. We both laid a child down at the same time for their nap. I got to come down and do math and language with my son within an hour. And that was really nice too. And we've had free choice. I've been doing a lot of curriculum research. I don't know if you could tell, like I am tired and I have those like makeup marks under my eyes. My hair is already, I shouldn't say already up. I need to start prepping dinner, but right now is about time for me to prep some dinner. Sorry if this intro was so long, but I didn't want to be too distracted my first day of homeschooling, our first day of this year and all of that. But I would love to take you along in the next day or two of just a couple little things and glimpses of our first week-ish of homeschool, I should say then. Get you in my planner that I'm using since you haven't seen some of the updates with that, and I'm planning on posting that soon, but showing you how I'm organizing some things, if that could be of any help, and just, you know, documenting a little bit of this first week of homeschool. So I want to incorporate all the things that you guys are here for, hopefully. So if you like these kind of videos, I would love to know. So hit the like button for me, and even comment down below if you can, and let me know if they're helpful or entertaining or whatever it is that they do. And yeah, thanks for being here. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you are new and joining me for more in the future. And let's get to these next couple days. Okay, so I have just these couple pages here where I wrote out some curriculum that I know I'm using and that maybe I want to use. And then I did some research with some other curriculums that, you know, to kind of fill in the holes and some of my wants. So we're definitely using the Good and Beautiful for math and language. I have some other ideas written here. I still need to research some. I have master books in my cart. I'm not sure still. I have not hit that checkout button yet, but so this is kind of nice because I have, you know, what we are planning on doing here, and then I have some areas that of just research. And yeah, I spent the afternoon doing that. So hopefully this will be helpful for me when I am finalizing some of our curriculum choices. I have already ordered a couple things like crates and stuff because I would love to do a crate, a different type of crate a week. I know that can get expensive, but we are going through a charter and we are very grateful for that help. So I'm also hoping to incorporate some Montessori materials. What do you guys think? Let me know out there if you homeschool or if you don't and you've just used any of these things with your kids or with your classroom. What do you like? What do you find that you like to teach? Because here's the thing, just because the kids like it doesn't mean it works for us, and I know that, and I want to make sure it works for both my kids and me. So I'll just give you like a little glimpse of some of my planner too. We haven't had to fill anything out yet, but websites, usernames, passwords, notes, attendance, I guess I could check off day one, which there it is. Let's check it off here. All right, so day one in the books. And then I just have my year at a glance, and I've written down like birthdays of our close family as well as holidays, so that way I can look ahead and plan some seasonal type of stuff. Gosh, you guys, I apologize for my cold and me feeling like I'm gonna need to cough in just a minute. Okay, so here's what I was talking about with the morning basket. I just wrote down some things that I wanted to include in it, and as I had them ready, I checked them off. We actually, you know, prayer you don't really have to have ready, but we did everything except a worship song of the week, which I'll just kind of try to focus on incorporating that in the future. But we actually were able to do, you know what, we didn't get to Bible and character study. But for the most part, everything was ready. What we did, I need to do this too. We took pictures, but I did not create a sign, which that's okay. It doesn't have to be the first day, I guess. What we did do, and I wanted to show you guys, was vanilla tulip, I think. I'll try to link it down below, but They had a free back to school packet, and that was really, really cool. These are just a couple of the pages that my second grader, he hasn't done all of them, but this is the only one. I just gave him a few. I didn't want to overload them. And I mean, he really enjoyed doing these. I wasn't sure, so I just had a few sitting out. I even was able to give my 3-year-old some, who really, really enjoyed them as well. Look how cute. He thinks this is going to be hard for him, but I think he's going to do fine. And then I actually gave him the answer key so he can just follow the lines with a crayon. So in the morning, I'll have these sitting out, whatever they want to keep doing from those. And then another thing that I had on the table was these things that I made. So eventually they're going to go in a binder when I get a binder. I wasn't sure what I was going to use or not, but I think we will get a small binder to put some of our things in as we finish them that aren't necessarily like curriculum, but like these kind of pages that I want to keep. I don't know, I might do like I don't know, we'll see. I do like the fact that this is not in a binder, but if it were in a binder, I could just take it out really easily. So I made these little planner covers for them. And then on the other side is a weekly schedule that we have not filled out yet. I want to fill out with them together, but the idea is there. So this will be like their daily things. We'll put like brush teeth, and then I wanted to I wasn't sure if I wanted to include things like, I mean, they already make their bed and get dressed. You know, I didn't want to overload the page, especially for my 3-year-old. I'm including my 3-year-old. He has one of these too, because he just wants to be included, and I think that's great. So he can do things with his older brother. He has the exact same looking one, except it says Corbin, and here it says Corbin's weekly schedule, but we're gonna put like brush teeth, basically anything that they need to do downstairs that we kind of forget. I'm tired of saying brush your teeth, so brush teeth. They're gonna have one like home care or chore item to do, so it might say home care here, and then down here would be the list of what that item is for the day. And then I'm thinking we'll include school items here, so we might say gratitude, prayer, but a lot of things we would do together. And then Cam, my second grader here, he'll have more like the other subjects here, where Corbin should only have, you know, a few things. So that's the idea there, and that's what we've done so far today. You know, another couple things I wanted to mention, you guys, is that this book was, I ordered it and it came within 2 days. This is my home, this is my school. If you haven't heard of it, which I hadn't, but in all the homeschool videos I have watched, I had not. It is so cool. So my kids love it. They really liked it. We read it the night before, and then we've already read it. My second grader looked at it again this morning on his own. My 3-year-old wanted me to read it before his nap, and it's just a really, you know, homey type of book with the cutest little illustrations. So, and then we got this one as well, which we have not read, but it's very short and sweet, and it is something we're probably going to read either tonight. I wanted my husband to kind of read it, but we had to head out of the house earlier to the park, but that's something we're going to read probably tonight at dinner. So I just really wanted to get a couple of books, especially since it's our first year, and I wanted it to just be, you know, exciting for the day for my kids, especially Cam, since he did go to school the last 2 years. Okay, well, it is nighttime. It is after dinner. My husband did read the story, and he actually read the one that we read last night and this morning too, so that was kind of fun, and the kids had a good time. So overall, our first day of homeschool was really successful. Guess we'll just see how tomorrow goes, and yeah, the first day was a good one. It was a success. So let's see about day 2. Hey guys, so I also figured I would show you how I had set up my planner for today and this week so far. Things have already not gone the way it's planned, and that's why I have it so blank, because I know, actually this is next week, because I know that you hear the kids playing downstairs with Dad. I know that that's how things go. So at first I was starting to plan in like, I didn't know if I wanted to do like blocks of just school or blocks of the whole day. If I did just school, you know, then I could use this for like list making or something, or notes or whatever. So I kind of did it both ways. And honestly, I think I'm going to do this, where I'll show you next week, because this makes more sense to me to write down kind of like subject areas, so, and meals. Morning basket stuff, math, play, and PE. So this is kind of, oh my gosh. So yes, it's almost in blocks, but it's subjected, a subject by blocks. So for example, we eat breakfast first, and then we'll be doing our morning stuff. And then I think we'll do math after breakfast, because Cam tends to pick math first. And then we do PE or play. We always play by 10 o'clock. If we are not outside or starting to play, we do. Like, it's just, I don't know, call it our recess, but it's it goes to lunch. And then after lunch, I put kids down for bed. So I wrote independent and home care, because I want my son to do his independent work at this time, and home care item, which usually, like I said, I'm putting 2 children down for naps, so that could take up to 40 minutes. So that gives him his time to do his independent stuff. And then when I come down, if I've had lunch and I'm good to go, I will start language up with him. If not, he might be continuing to do this or waiting for me, and we'll do language and science or social studies. We'll see when that fits best. It may fit in right after language in the afternoon, but if it's too much at one time in the afternoon when we're pretty much running low on gas, I will fit it in throughout maybe the morning or on Fridays, because I don't plan on doing other subjects on Fridays. Maybe a light thing, or a pop, like if some kind of quiz comes up. So I also wanted to show you guys in my planner that instead of using this for spelling, I am using it for, at least this week, or well, this will be next week, but as like a vision of the day. So this is like my schedule with the kids, and that's kind of why I decided, like, I'm not going to rewrite all of these types of things every morning. So I liked the idea of using this as a vision of the day. If I do see that I need spelling in here and my vision of the day is really not necessary because we're in a good routine or flow, then I will use it for spelling, or a to-do list. So this is what I am. So today, being the first day of school, it was completely different, but tomorrow should get back a little bit more back to routine. And this is what my envision is. We will see if it stays this way, but somewhere I put that I would love to wake up at 5:30, but it doesn't work. 6:30 I can do, so I'm hoping to move to like the 6 o'clock-ish. Hopefully 5:30, wake up and read my Bible, get ready about 6, but for now it's right around 6:30. This is my breakfast and relax and plan time to check in with my planner and what's going on for the day. And my goal is to try to get my workout started by 8 o'clock, and then have the kids eating breakfast by 8:30, 8:40-ish. And by 9 o'clock, we're working on our morning basket stuff. So I have not filled in information for this yet, because this is really going to start the 23rd, which is next week. I'm currently on Monday, but I'm not sure when exactly you guys are seeing this. So then we'll go into math, And then 10 o'clock would be playtime. If it's earlier than 10, awesome. But playtime, PE, lunch is about 11:30, and read aloud. Right now we're at the tail end of Charlotte's Web, because that's what we read over summer, which has been really awesome. Naps at 12, and then I eat my lunch or snack if I was able to eat with them up here. Cam's doing independent stuff, and we'll do language, science, and history. Science or history. So I'm not going to do those on the same day. And 2 will be my break and do some work for printables and YouTube stuff. And then by 3:30, I like to clean myself up and get the other kids up. And by 4, dinner prep. 4:30, dinner. That never happens. We're almost eating around 6 lately. But these kind of things get, moved around a little bit here. But this is my vision, and we will see if that sticks. Otherwise, this is how it's filled out for this current week. And as I said, I'm already changing up how I'm using this, but this was nice to have like a vision of, the blocks here. So my goal this week is just to do math and language Monday through Thursday, and if we can fit other things in there, great, but that's my goal. Oh my. I bet you I have a picture of myself as a little girl with ketchup on my face. Yes. It is Tuesday, our second day of school, and quite a bit of the day has gone by. I mean, not really, but the morning, I should say. It's 10 o'clock, and we have done our morning stuff. Not too much of it. I need to make like a checklist for myself or something for us to go through the morning, and then that will be nice because I can have Cam lead it and use that as a way to lead the meeting if I need to give him the reins on that. And then Cam and I have already done our math together. I'm gonna save the independent work for it for when I lay my youngers down for their nap. And now it's playtime. So by 10 o'clock, I'm like, whatever we're doing, we're going to go out and do playtime. So that's what it is now. And the rest of the day for homeschool should just entail doing language, and I'm going to try to fit a science activity in there as well. It's just kind of a quick thing. It's a worksheet, but it's talking about kangaroos, and I thought he would have fun and get going with a quick worksheet would be a good thing for our second day of school, because that wasn't even something I thought that I would put in there, but I think I'm going to, just to kind of see how fitting in science will do if we get to finish a subject in the morning. So other than that, I have a meeting from 1 to 2 today, and that's usually when I do afternoon school with him. So we'll see how that works. Maybe science won't get fit in. And we have soccer tonight, so I have to make sure dinner's earlier than usual, because I want, we all want to be fed before we run around and play at 6 o'clock. So lately, since it's summer and it feels early at 6 o'clock still, we're eating around 6, but I'm going to try to have dinner done and that by 4:30. It just seems so early during the summer, but in the fall and winter, it doesn't at all. So, all right, we're going to play. Maybe I'll get some things done around the house and have some fun time with the kids. Can look hard to read, especially if you have never read it before. But if you break the word up into individual sounds or chunks, the word's easier to read. Poison, oil. But I did want to talk about, before I ended this video, of ways that I prepared for the first day, and I guess the first couple days, since today's the second day, ways that I prepared that I look back now and am so glad that I did. These are the actual things I did and that I'm really glad I did to prepare. So I have a couple notes here, but so I don't forget anything. But one of the first things I did was, the first thing that comes to mind was thinking of like preparing my snacks for the day. Not only mine, because what some of my snacks are or some of theirs, or what I have snack, I'll like put into their lunch. So I prepare all my vegetables. I cut like peppers and cucumbers and tomatoes and carrots and broccoli. Like I just make like a vegetable bowl. Another thing that I am glad that I did is that I have set silent timers. So basically it's just like a regular timer on my phone, except it's silent. So it doesn't go off and make a big old noise. It doesn't like interrupt me from teaching if I'm in the middle of teaching or putting a child down for a nap. or filming a video, because when those go off, like it interrupts the video. Silent timers will show me that, you know, it's about time to start, or it's about time to be ending, and I look over at my phone, and I mean, I have it on for even my water, like it says drink your water, Manny. So silent timers, I still need to set up a couple more since we started the first day, you know, since yesterday, but I'm glad that I do those as well. So I'm glad I do silent timers on my phone, and then just a couple general ones during the day for the kids to signal that it's time to get on to the next thing. Another way that I have prepared myself was basically not setting high expectations to get everything done throughout the day. So my only expectations are to get math and language done throughout this first week. That way, anything that we've done in the morning, I have been so, you know, glad that but it wasn't expected. I've been prepared to have it, but we've gotten more done than I ever expected. And had I not done that, had I gone in saying we're going to get all subjects, or even 3 subjects, or we're going to definitely do morning time, like it just depends on what your preference is. Maybe just morning subjects or whatever you want to do in the morning is what you would want. But just having a little bit lower expectation, and then having the other things ready just in case. Because if I would have gone in thinking we're going to get all 4 of our core subjects that I want to get done, and then only getting 2 done, I just would have felt like down and defeated, and I didn't want that feeling. So just having a little bit lower expectations of what we were going to get done, not just the first day or the second day, but just like for the week. And one of the biggest ones that I did was writing out a flow of how I would want like the day to go. It's pretty much how we've been doing, but writing that flow out has been helpful because it helps to prepare me in knowing how the day should possibly go, but then how I also want it to go. So does it happen exactly that same way? No, but having the flow like written out, and me being able to plug in when we're going to start, when we're going to go out and play, when we're going to you know, get all the rest of the subjects done if time went by, or if, you know, we got behind or something like that. I also wanted to include my 3-year-old whenever possible. So when I made copies of some things, for example, I think you guys saw the back to school packet that I got. I went ahead and made a couple more than just a copy for my one who's in school. I made one for my 3-year-old so he can be a part of it and just have something to do when my son and I start in the mornings right after breakfast. Since we're all at the table, I want something for him to do. And then thinking ahead of something for the baby to do at the high chair as well, because sometimes when she sees that everybody is together, she doesn't want me to set her down, and I can't be holding her the whole time. So I wanted to have something for them to do at the table in the morning when we start the day. So something that worked last time was working subjects into our meals, and that's kind of what I'm doing as well. Also, what worked last time is when I go upstairs to lay my other 2 down for naps, having my son do his independent work during that time, even if it's a subject we haven't even started for the day yet. If it's at all possible that he can do the independent subjects while I'm laying kids down for naps, that has been really helpful, because then I don't have to come out and see that he's just waiting for me, or into something else, and then I feel bad, like, you know, he's creating something with Legos, I don't want to stop him. So he does the independent work while I'm doing that, and then when I come down, I can check over it or go over it with him. We can go into the lesson. Like today, we did math in the morning, so I had him do his independent math job while I was laying the kids down, and then he was also able to do some of his language independent section of The Good and the Beautiful, and then we did the lesson afterward. And then the other way that I have just prepared for this first day and week is to just give us a lot of time for breaks, making breaks and play a bigger priority than getting all the work done. That is something that I have made sure that is definitely, like, I've prepared my mind in that way. I've prepared myself for that. Okay, you guys, so hopefully this video has been helpful or entertaining whatever it is that you were hoping to find when you clicked on this video, or maybe even more. So if you did like the video, I'd love it if you could hit the thumbs up and let me know, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to see you guys for the next one. I'm not sure exactly what that is right now because I'm kind of just going with the flow on how I can get content out to you guys as I'm learning things and doing things, and then figuring out how I can share best with you guys. This style of video has been helpful in that way because, like I said in the beginning, sometimes it's just not something I can do, as you know, or maybe I said this in a different video, where I can't just like set up and film. I have the kids around, and sometimes it's easier to show you guys and share things while the kids are around and I need to be nearby and around. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, whether you're here for planning or homeschool or mom life, and I wish you a great day, week, weekend, whatever you are in, and I hope to see you back next time. All right, bye guys.